A child disappears in the harsh, unforgiving expanse of the South Australian outback. 4-year-old Gus Lamont vanishes without a trace from his family's property at Oak Park Station. And now, weeks later, authorities are focusing on a chilling new lead: abandoned mine shafts hidden in the scrubland, potentially just kilometers from where he was last seen. Gus's family was immediately plunged into fear and confusion. Hours became a day, days became weeks, and the community rallied to help. Volunteers scoured the property. Authorities searched every corner, and yet no trace of the boy was seen. Could Gus have fallen into one of these deep, dark shafts? Or is there a different explanation for his disappearance? The answers may finally lie within the ground itself. Before we dive deeper, I need to ask you, yes, you watching this right now, like this video, share it with others, subscribe to this channel, and comment below your thoughts. Tell me where you're watching from, because every single engagement helps keep attention on this case. Someone, somewhere, could see your comment and it could make a difference. We cannot let Gus Lamont's story fade into the silence of the outback. Now let's examine the events that led to this desperate search, the challenges authorities face, and the haunting questions that remain unanswered. Gus Lamont was just 4 years old when he vanished from his family's property at Oak Park Station, a remote cattle station in South Australia. A small, tight-knit community surrounds the station, but even in a place where everyone knows each other, the vastness of the outback creates a dangerous and isolating environment. On the day of his disappearance, Gus was reportedly playing near the homestead, a familiar setting for a child of his age. But the property is expansive, dotted with sand mounds, corrugated sheds, and the hidden remnants of past mining activity. One moment he was there, the next he was gone. The outback is not forgiving. Distances that seem short on a map become vast and treacherous on foot. The land is scattered with scrub, gullies, and unstable ground. Temperatures swing dramatically, and even a few hours alone can be dangerous for a young child. How far could he have wandered? Were there hazards on the property no one had considered? And most haunting of all, could something have happened that no one anticipated? Weeks after Gus Lamont disappeared, investigators uncovered a critical lead: 6 previously unknown mine shafts scattered across the property and surrounding areas. These shafts, some deep and unstable, had remained hidden from earlier searches, and their discovery has now become a central focus of the ongoing investigation. The closest shaft is approximately 5.5 kilometers from the homestead, with the farthest extending up to 12 kilometers away. For a 4-year-old, these distances are significant. Could Gus have wandered that far on his own? On the night he disappeared, it seems unlikely, but over the course of days, if he was lost or seeking shelter, these shafts could conceivably become dangerous sites. Police have confirmed that these locations were not previously known to authorities, raising questions about how the shafts remained uncharted. Who knew about them? Were the property owners aware? And if so, why had this information not been shared earlier? Such questions only deepen the mystery and suggest the potential for previously overlooked areas of interest. The upcoming 4th search will now target these mine shafts using specialized equipment, including ground-penetrating radar, alongside highly trained teams from Task Force Horizon and the Star Group. The goal is not only to locate Gus, but also to eliminate each site from suspicion, ensuring no stone or shaft is left unturned. Investigators are clear. Even if Gus is not found in these shafts, they may yield evidence: clothing, personal items, or other clues that could direct the search elsewhere. Each discovery is a step closer to understanding what happened during those critical days following his disappearance. As we consider these developments, we must also confront the unsettling possibilities. Could a child truly become lost in such a treacherous environment? Could a hidden mine shaft be a site of accidental tragedy or something more sinister? These are the questions that investigators and families alike are grappling with, and they frame the next stage of this desperate search. With the discovery of the 6 mine shafts, authorities are preparing for a 4th, highly targeted search. Starting tomorrow, specialized teams from Task Force Horizon and the Star Group will deploy to Oak Park Station using advanced tools, including ground-penetrating radar and search dogs trained to detect human scent in challenging terrain. The operation is expected to last up to 3 days, with safety as a primary concern. These shafts are deep, unstable, and spread across areas that had never been searched on foot before. Each step will require precision, planning, and extreme caution. Investigators face critical questions. Could Gus have reached any of these shafts on his own? Did he seek shelter and become trapped? Or is there evidence suggesting someone else might be involved? And how might these searches reveal new clues that have eluded authorities for weeks? For the viewing audience, consider this. Every action, every search, every decision counts. Could this be the moment the case takes a decisive turn? What do you think could happen next? Could a clue in one of these shafts finally point to Gus? Or will it only eliminate possibilities and deepen the mystery? The tension is palpable, not just for authorities, but for a family desperate for answers and a nation watching closely. The coming days will test the skill, patience, and resolve of everyone involved. The disappearance of Gus Lamont has reverberated far beyond the boundaries of Oak Park Station. In a remote area where neighbors are few, the news of a missing child sends shockwaves through the community. Volunteers have joined search parties, offering their time, vehicles, and local knowledge to help authorities cover every inch of the property. National media coverage has intensified the spotlight on this tragic case. Headlines, updates, and police briefings are followed closely by a public desperate for answers. Yet, amid the coverage, the family faces the raw, unrelenting reality. Their child is missing, and every day brings new fears and hope in equal measure. The psychological toll on the family and the search teams cannot be overstated. Days of scanning vast terrain under the harsh sun, nights filled with uncertainty, and the constant worry that the next clue could change everything. These are pressures few can imagine. And for the wider community, the case serves as a chilling reminder of how quickly life can be altered by the unforgiving outback. This case also echoes others worldwide, where children have gone missing in remote or hazardous areas. Take, for example, the disappearance of Suzanne Morphew in Colorado, USA, where abandoned mine shafts and machinery complicated the search. In both cases, the challenges of terrain, hidden hazards, and critical timing amplify the stakes and test the capabilities of investigators. As we consider the broader context, it becomes clear this is not just a missing child case. It is a story of resilience, of community coming together, and of the relentless pursuit of truth in a setting that can be as unforgiving as it is beautiful. As we sift through the evidence and the terrain surrounding Oak Park Station, several scenarios emerge. One possibility is that Gus, a curious and adventurous 4-year-old, may have wandered farther than anyone anticipated. Could he have sought shelter in one of the abandoned mine shafts, hidden from view, and become trapped? The distances, 5.5 to 12 kilometers from the homestead, make this unlikely in a single day, but over several days, it becomes plausible. Another theory considers the environment itself. The outback is unpredictable. Sand mounds, corrugated sheds, and uncharted areas pose dangers that could lead to accidental injury or disorientation. Searchers have already ruled out drowning in the dam. But could other natural hazards, such as rough terrain or hidden depressions, have contributed to his disappearance? There is also the unsettling question of whether a third party could have been involved. While no concrete evidence suggests foul play, investigators must consider all possibilities, especially in light of the newly discovered mine shafts. Each shaft represents both a potential hiding place and a site where evidence could be found, even if Gus is no longer present. It is crucial to separate fact from speculation. Fact: Gus vanished from his home. Extensive searches have been conducted, and 6 mine shafts have recently been identified as areas of interest. Speculation: whether he entered a shaft accidentally, sought shelter for days, or whether human involvement played a role. By considering both, investigators can narrow the search, prioritize locations, and make informed decisions on where to focus efforts. The key takeaway: every clue, Every overlooked area and every insight into the property's layout brings us closer to understanding what happened. The mine shafts, once hidden and unexamined, may hold the answers, or at the very least, they will eliminate possibilities, narrowing the path to the truth. Weeks of searching, countless hours of effort, and a family's hope hanging by a thread. This is the reality of Gus Lamont's disappearance. The newly discovered mine shafts have shifted the investigation, providing both a glimmer of hope and a chilling reminder of the dangers present in the South Australian outback. The upcoming fourth search may finally uncover what has eluded authorities for so long. Will they find Gus, or will these shafts reveal only pieces of a puzzle we have yet to solve? The truth remains unknown, but every step brings investigators closer to answers, and every lead, no matter how small, carries enormous weight. To everyone watching, if you found this analysis insightful, or if you feel the urgency of this case, please do your part. Like this video, share it with others, subscribe to this channel, and comment below with your thoughts. Tell us where you're watching from, and let's keep the attention on Gus Lamont's case. Sometimes, public awareness is what keeps these investigations moving forward. As we close today, remember this: the outback is vast, the terrain unforgiving, and the truth often hidden in plain sight. Gus Lamont's story is still unfolding, and the search continues. Stay vigilant, stay aware, and never underestimate the power of a community united in the pursuit of answers. Thank you for watching, and we will continue to follow every development in this haunting and ongoing case. Authorities also drained a large dam on the property, a painstaking process undertaken to eliminate the possibility that Gus had drowned. This demonstrates the lengths to which investigators went to rule out even the most difficult scenarios. Challenges were immediate and numerous. The outback terrain is unforgiving, vast distances, uneven ground, and hidden dangers such as abandoned equipment and mine shafts pose serious risks to search teams. The property itself is isolated, meaning every search required careful coordination, planning, and safety measures. Despite these efforts, no physical evidence of Gus was discovered. Each day without progress intensified both the family's anguish and the community's determination. The disappearance shook not only Oak Park Station, but the nation itself, highlighting both the fragility of life in the outback and the urgency of the investigation. From the moment Gus Lamont was reported missing, authorities launched an extensive search operation. Police officers, volunteers, and specialized teams combed the property, moving systematically through scrub, sand mounds, and the dense outback bushland surrounding Oak Park Station. Search dogs traced every scent possible. Helicopters scoured the horizon, and drones with thermal cameras hovered over the terrain, scanning for any signs of the boy. Every corner was examined, every structure inspected, and yet the boy remained elusive. Authorities also drained a large dam on the property, a painstaking process undertaken to eliminate the possibility that Gus had drowned. This demonstrates the lengths to which investigators went to rule out even the most difficult scenarios. Challenges were immediate and numerous. The outback terrain is unforgiving, vast distances, uneven ground, and hidden dangers such as abandoned equipment and mine shafts pose serious risks to search teams. The property itself is isolated, meaning every search required careful coordination, planning, and safety measures. Despite these efforts, no physical evidence of Gus was discovered. Each day without progress intensified both the family's anguish and the community's determination. The unanswered questions began to stack.